Hey!
Hey, hi.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
Hello.
That's brutal. Just two patriotic girls, so please don't take us the wrong way.
Hey,
Hi, everybody.
welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
About that.
Yep.
So I have a special announcement.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to tell you. I have decided to change the name of our show.
Okay, what's the new name?
You ready for it?
No. What?
Marmite and Debbie Show.
No.
You get it?
Why?
Because people either love me or hate me. They love you. Everybody loves you. You all know
Use
I'm
a
right.
Marmite tagline.
I'm Marmite. Natasha.
That's not right.
AKA Marmite.
I love you.
You're biased.
I don't like Marmite.
I thought it was funny. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here today. We have a very exciting episode, something that Debbie has not stopped talking about for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days now.
I know. I can't wait to get on this video.
Before we get to the video, guys, tickle the likey like button, the blah, blah, blah thing. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do that. Hit the subscribe-y button. Just know it's free. It doesn't cost anything.
And make sure you turn on that notification bell.
Just about that bell.
That way you don't miss out when we upload. Because
story.
don't forget, you're getting us 4 times a week.
She had to make sure her knuckles were in on that.
Actually, they were the other way.
No, you didn't right.
That way?
Yeah, you can't.
Okay.
You can do this. You can't do it the
always
other way.
forget that. Always.
That's why I'm here. Anyway, so we have never touched on the topic of the canal boats and narrowboats and things like that in the UK. And today we're finally going to do it. We are going to check out this video of 2 Americans that have done 4 days on a canal boat or houseboat, narrowboat in Wales. Now, supposedly this is one of 4 episodes, but we're just going to do the first one. And one of the most shocking things to us when we were learning about the United Kingdom, while we've been learning about it, is what?
How many canals there are in the United Kingdom. Just don't connect the two together. When I think of a canal, I think of Venice.
Venice, yeah. I think most Americans do. We think of Italy and things like that. Not the United Kingdom. Who would think that?
Right?
We didn't, but y'all taught us, and now we know. So we are really excited to check this out. Debbie's been talking about it. And of course,
I went to watch the video.
so that's what we're going to do. So I hope you're as excited about checking this out with us as we are. Maybe we'll all learn something together. Or if not,
hope so.
I don't know. Well, at least we'll learn something for sure. So let's dive in.
Nice.
Today, we're riding narrowboats to experience Britain's best vacation on the canals. Over the next 4 episodes, we'll be exploring the canal system of the UK with over 2,000 miles of navigable waterways and a mix of history and infrastructure, where we'll travel on the iconic British narrowboat through the deepest lock, ride on the famous Anderton lift, cross the highest and longest aqueduct, and through the deepest and longest canal tunnel in the UK. Welcome to Downey Live Travels by Boat.
Heck yeah.
Today, we start in Wales at Quaint Wharf. I booked online with Drifters, but we got it from ABC Boat Hire. We are riding the red-tailed finch today. This is our lovely vessel.
So you can rent the boats?
I was just wondering that. He said booked it. So did he rent it?
It does seem that way.
You can rent the boats?
That's pretty awesome.
Oh, this is going to be a reality for us.
I thought you just bought one and lived on it.
Me too.
And let me introduce you to the crew member joining us today. It's Nicole.
Hey, Nicole.
Hey,
Excited?
Nicole.
Yes.
We're already very mellow, ready to go. Let's get on the canal and get started, and we'll do the tour in a bit.
Oh, it's huge.
So this is the first time taking a narrowboat holiday for both Nicole and I, so we'll be learning as we go. Looks good. No lights, no red lights. So whether this is your first time or you're a seasoned boater, the rental boat company will usually send someone out with you. In this case, we have Nathan to help make sure you know how to operate the boat and are comfortable on the water. So that you push the tiller in the opposite direction of the way you want to go.
I feel like I picked it up.
How are we doing for the first 100 yards?
Great, we haven't crashed.
It's not as easy as it looks. In fact, along the way, there will be a number of challenges, like bridges, where the canal gets as narrow as a single boat width. So here we come up to our first bridge. Oh, that's snug. That's a big moment. Oh, you're through.
It's like a nail biter.
Okay, thank you.
You have a great time.
Okay.
Thank you.
See ya.
That was great.
Nathan.
Thank you so much. And just like that, we've passed the test, and from here on, we're on our own. Now,
Wait,
before
what?
we can...
Dude leaves then? He leaves you?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I was really all happy when they said he was going to be with you. I have claustrophobia issues. So I couldn't do that. I would wreck us. You know I would. I have on a actual little... What kind of boat was that that I got stuck in the
A
mud?
little rowboat.
It wasn't a rowboat. It was a motorboat.
A motorboat. Just a small one.
All right. I didn't know the guy would just leave. Like, okay, whatever.
This is awesome.
continue, I need to tell you why the canal system is here. The UK
Yes.
was the first country to develop a nationwide canal network, which, at its peak, expanded to nearly 4,000 miles in length. The first canal was built in 1757 and allowed cargo and goods to be transported more cheaply than by land. Boats were pulled by horses, which is why on one side of the canal always has a towpath, which is where the horse would be pulling from. The canals were incredibly profitable until the 1840s, when the steam train was invented, and the railway network began to spread across the country, making the canals slow and outdated. Eventually, the canals were abandoned until local canal societies began restoring them. And now the Canal and River Trust oversees and maintains the entire 2,000-kilometer network for leisure and recreation, which is what brings us here today.
Okay, wow, I did not know the UK was the first country.
No.
That is
Nationwide.
really
I mean,
cool.
That's awesome.
I appreciate that history. Did you guys learn something from that? Let us know. That's amazing.
I've been looking forward to this trip for such a long time.
don't blame
This
you.
is honestly my dream vacation. You're on the boat,
Mm-hmm.
you control it yourself, you stop and go whenever you want, and you're just surrounded by countryside and just the two of you. While Nicole drives, I'm going to be looking through our little guidebook, finding things along the way to tell you about, but mostly finding a pub for us to stop at for dinner. The nice thing about the canal boats is that you can stop anywhere along the towpath, completely for free.
That's awesome.
Where are we? This picturesque part of the world is the Monmouthshire and Brecon Canal, running 35 miles in length through the Brecon Beacons National Park. And we chose it to start our narrowboat journey because, well, it's not a very popular canal, which means we can get used to driving with the boat without bumping into others.
Smart.
With all this lush greenery around us, it's hard to know where we are without any service on our phone, and the map doesn't update with our current location. So our only landmarks are
the
bridges, which are all numbered. All right, dinner is at a pub just off Bridge 55, so we have 18 bridges to go.
Oh my god, I'm starving.
I'd like to point out, this is not a fast boat experience.
I was just wondering
we are
that.
currently about to be passed by cyclists.
Okay.
Actually, you could easily walk faster than this. So the speed limit on the canal is about 4 miles per hour, which is basically, if you start leaving a wake behind you, you're going too fast. You don't want to leave a wake behind the boat because that both erodes the sides, but also affects wildlife habitats along the canal. I'd say after the first 20 minutes or so, we're feeling pretty comfortable with this boat. It's long, but you drive slowly, and this is a very quiet canal with very...
How pretty is that?
It's picturesque. That's
And
the
that
word for
would
it.
be so relaxing to kind of let the world leave it where you left it and just float away.
I concur.
few other boats. Mostly just ducks and birds. Hello, ducks.
Heck
Hi,
yeah.
guys. We're Canadian
Babies.
too. Holy cow.
Oh, they're Canadians. My bad. But they're Americans.
Hi, horses. On a personal note, I'm just happy to be traveling with
Because anyone yells at me for saying I thought they're Americans. Yes, I know it's the same continent.
Yes.
I know I said that. Someone's gonna say something.
Nicole again. And this is an adventure we've both been excited to do together. Now, she's a bit camera shy, but that doesn't mean she isn't essential to helping me film this adventure. I couldn't have asked for a better first mate. She really is the... Geez, Nicole, do I really have to say all of this about you? I mean, this goes on for another 6 pages. Enjoying this?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Getting on the verge of hangry. What I'm getting at is I'm glad I get to do this with her, even though she's not front and center on camera
That's
all the time.
absolutely beautiful.
But Nicole's right. We're now looking for our dinner spot. I'm just in awe of this scenery. This is some of the most beautiful countryside I've seen. Have you ever seen anywhere as green and lush as Wales? I couldn't be happier to be here. Not another boat or person in sight. Just a stunning start to a trip.
Right there.
You know what the difference is, Nicole, about this?
What?
I think if you and I took a boat tour or a boat trip or like a cruise where you just sit and see the scenery, it'd be beautiful. I do that on trains, but I'd get a little bit bored, antsy. I think the fact that we're in control and can do whatever we want and stop and go for a hike, or you're constantly driving, it's just like a little bit of excitement all day long.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
This is just incredible. So the other canals coming up. This one doesn't have any locks that we'll be doing on this trip, but the upcoming canals that we'll be doing in future episodes, we'll be going through locks, we'll be going over aqueducts and through tunnels.
What? That boat was over top?
I didn't see it. The lock thing, I've heard about that. You have to like get out and unlock it yourself.
Yeah.
I don't understand that, but
We'll be going through locks, we'll be going over aqueducts
That's
a
and
boat?
through
The boat on top.
tunnels.
The bridge.
I'm so excited
It's
about
aqueduct.
every episode. I could do this all day. And the best thing is,
you are.
that's all we have to do. And
Lucky.
of course, we've come across the obligatory
What?
Welsh sheep field. Oh man, we've been on this boat for 25 minutes. It's already the greatest experience.
Hi guys.
Friendly neighbors out here. I
That's
know,
so
look at
cool.
that, a tower too.
Go this
Now,
way.
it's easy to get distracted by
way.
the scenery, but pay attention.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Dude.
I'll give you the tour in a second.
I forgot how the way to go.
This isn't a Disneyland ride with bumpers. If you don't pay attention, you'll end up in the bushes, or worse, stuck in the mud. Look at this!
no.
This is like the Microsoft screensaver. It's like a Welsh version.
It
First
is.
park job. All right, with a little experience under our belt, it's time for dinner.
Nice job.
Not only is this testing our boating skills, but also our communication skills.
I think you need to reverse. You can't steer.
That looks great. Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's our first time parking. Here we go. Again, I'll give you the tour in a minute. Ugh. So, narrow boats are allowed to park anywhere along the tow path
Really?
for up to 2 weeks, for free. The
Oh,
boats
cool.
come with stakes and a hammer to park the boat, and it does take a little while to set up, so this might just end up being where we spend the night. But I have to admit, it's a pretty nice spot. Nicole!
So literally you can park
Anywhere.
wherever you want to.
I
That
did
is
not expect that.
so cool.
That is really neat. I wonder if that's the entire all the canals or just specific ones though.
Yeah, good
Because
question.
that's really neat.
Let's check out
This
where
is
they're
fascinating.
having dinner.
Sorry. Look at these guys.
Awesome.
There's our friends.
Where are those?
They're the big pigs.
Like boars.
Yeah,
Like
watch
wild
over the
boar
boat for us, please. Okay, our next challenge is finding dinner.
Now, is this the right time to admit that we diverted from the guidebook and just went to using our Google Maps?
We found another pub that was a little bit closer because we were
I
getting
would.
hungry. My gosh. This is like an oasis in the middle of the desert. The Horseshoe Freehouse is a quaint inn
that's
and pub
cute.
in the middle of the Welsh countryside,
How
where the
beautiful.
patio
Awesome.
is
Whatever.
alongside a field of sheep. Oh my gosh, this might be the best patio I've ever sat at. Normally a patio at night.
That's just a dream. To
Yeah.
sit there like that in Wales and look over and hear all the sheep, see all the sheep, and just like, you guys have, stop taking it for granted, dang it.
Absolutely.
I'm not
stunning.
saying you all do. I didn't mean it like that. It's just, you have a beautiful countries, and that is stunning. And I'm jealous of these guys.
Yes, me too.
One of these days, we're coming over there, United Kingdom. It's going to happen.
Taking a canal.
We just
tour.
don't know when, so.
These patios alongside
Yeah, we'll be
a
on
lake
boat.
or something like that, and we're in the sun, right alongside a sheep field. I
You're
can
so
tell
lucky.
you, I'm not ordering lamb tonight. It's too close to home.
No, don't do that.
This is our first day in the UK on this boat series, and it's already everything I had imagined it would be. The ale I ordered gets hand pumped from the keg. I got a local Welsh ale that's named after the spring that's on the other side of that mountain right there. Lovely, thank you. And of course, we ordered our Sunday roast dinners. Mine is
Oh,
like
wow.
a cranberry bacon wrapped chicken roast dinner.
Oh, yeah, I'm in.
It's awesome.
I'm hungry.
Wow.
Look at that. So
Oh, that is
Yeah,
sure.
look at that sun setting
This
right
is the
Wow.
most serene and beautiful dinner I think I've ever had.
I would agree.
This is the best. Every part of this has been amazing.
So jealous.
And
And-
just
and
when
a
I thought it
rainbow.
couldn't get any better, we get this at sunset.
Okay, guys.
Darkest, brightest rainbow I have ever seen. Yes, it's a full arch. These are the moments I've come for. Narrowboating under a
It's
rainbow.
double rainbow.
I couldn't have asked for a more perfect
Fingers
first
steady.
day.
Oh, sorry.
Wales. You're incredible. But we have a long trip ahead of us, and I'm sure it won't all go as smoothly as today.
I just want to say this, if and when we ever do get over there, we're not filming it.
Heck no.
No, we're not going to be those people that film their whole trip. No, we want to enjoy that. Take every moment in and not look at it through the lens of a camera, but see it through our own eyes and get to know you guys. We're going to meet a bunch of you guys too.
Yes.
So we're not filming it.
I'm glad they did that.
I'm just saying that right now. Because you agree with that, right? Like, we're not wasting our time filming stuff when we can experience and live it ourselves. We'll take photos, but no films. Maybe like a video here and there, something super short, but that's it.
It's about 8:30 at night, and you can't boat after dark. Sun just set, so I think we're going to call it a night. That would be hard to do. Just stay here. What? It's bedtime. Bedtime coming, dear.
Cup of tea before bed?
Oh, yeah. When in Wales, why not? And this feels like the perfect time to give you a tour of the boat finally. So
yes, please
come aboard the red-tailed finch. As you come down the first steps, we have a little coat hook. Comes with raincoats because we are in Wales and it might just rain. Fire extinguisher. Then we come into the galley. Sink, propane stove, oven, fridge, toaster, microwave. Then we come through into the dining living room. This also pushes down into a bed if you were to have another couple with you or more friends. This would turn into a bed area.
Very cool.
Little TV and DVD player, which will never get used. We'll come down the hall into the bathroom, sink, toilet, and a pretty good little shower. Like lots of room in here. Come on down the hall into the master bedroom. A little more storage area. This folds down like on a train into another bunk bed, so you could have a 2 and a third, 4, 5 sleeping up front. And of course, the bow, which is where Nicole is reading in like the quietest, calmest, most pristine area in the world.
That's where I spend my time.
Not that big. We just have everything we need. It's time to close up the boat for the night. We'll see you in the morning.
Perfect.
Oh, morning. If this isn't a Welsh morning, I don't know what is.
All right. Raincoat.
Raincoat's on. Let's get moving. Nothing I haven't seen in Vancouver before. One thing about this boat is there's no way to operate it from inside, so we'll be out in this all day, and we have somewhere to be in a few hours, so we have to get moving. Once the lines are all up, we're good to go. Another day in paradise. So, this morning I'll drive, and Nicole's making us a warm cup of tea, and we are headed to the 5 Locks in Pontymoyle. It's another few miles, which will take us a couple of hours of cruising just to get there. The nice thing is, if you want some exercise, like Nicole here, one of you can walk alongside on the towpath while, well, I drive the boat. Just as you think it can't get any nicer, you go around the next bend, and it looks like this. It feels like I'm on a jungle cruise. So the reason we have to be somewhere at a certain time and why today is so important is it's because it's the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. And so we're joining a flotilla of boats to do a little boat parade in honor of that.
That's freaking awesome.
There's a spider on your collar.
Sweet.
Oh God.
Where? Which collar?
This, your right one.
Just spider.
Spider.
I was so brave of me.
Oh, you did so good. What a lovely little home. Look at this.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that's the house I want.
Little cuppa, as they say. Not much better than this. With weather like this, I now understand why they drink so much tea. Remember, this is a relaxing experience, but you can't get too distracted by Nicole, because there are challenges around every bend. And I didn't line up this curve under a bridge very well. It's the first one I've had to crouch for.
Oh, yeah, his head.
We didn't want that to end up in the propeller. That is a long branch. I swear this feels like a jungle. Like, look at that. That's like a vine. We're starting to get closer to a city because you can see homes are here now.
Okay, like that's cool seeing the houses too.
This is just so amazing, floating down the river with them.
And this looks like typical American housing right here.
Yeah.
It does.
And you have a canal in your backyard.
That is amazing. Yeah, I wonder what those houses go for. Ching, ching, ching. This is like my bucket list of things we have to do.
Oh, most definitely.
Seriously, this is stupid awesome. It's just beautiful. I hope you guys like this too.
Sounds perfect.
It does.
Now, as you can see, the canal turns a lot. That's because the canal follows the topography of the land. We can't easily go up and down in water on a boat. So they have the canal curve along the hillside, which I think makes this a fantastic experience. Always awaiting with anticipation what might be coming around the next corner.
Yeah.
And I need to tell you, we haven't done any color correction to this footage. It's actually just this green.
I mean, tell me this isn't some of the most lush green forest you've ever seen. Every inch of it is covered in dark green. It's
It is.
incredible.
So Nicole's getting her steps in on the towpath while I'm getting a little creative with my exercise.
Work with me, folks. Work with me.
You're
Here we
lucky.
go. Pa, pa, pa.
But I'm thoroughly enjoying the challenge of driving a 50-foot narrowboat.
Look at this.
I think I'm in love with this couple.
They are fun.
I like
how
them
they're-
together.
They're playing
They're
off each other.
Yeah, they're super cute. They're super adorable.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in love with them. I have a
They
crush.
seem fun.
I have my first YouTube couple crush. I don't know what that means.
Look at this.
Now what?
It's so dark in here. It's 10
It
a.m.
does look like a jungle.
Yeah.
We picked this canal because I thought it would be easy cruising, but this is probably the narrowest bit we've done yet.
Sometimes
no.
the canal gets narrower for seemingly no reason. It feels like it's just to make sure we're paying attention, or like a
Right.
speed bump to make sure we're going slowly. But Nicole is actually looking over the edge. You can see her on the left there. And she says it's an aqueduct. And we're actually passing over a road, which I think is so cool.
Oh,
to
that
think we're
is
on a
cool.
water bridge,
This
passing
is
over
crazy.
traffic is just wild.
That is
But
nuts.
from my point of view, I'm so focused on making sure I don't scrape the sides that
Yeah.
I don't even notice the road. And I wouldn't have known if Nicole hadn't told me. Oh, and here comes another feature of the canal.
So this is one of those spillover points that levels off the canal. So any excess water, like when it's raining like today, goes off
Okay.
down into that and into the river below. And that
Okay.
way the canal
Smart.
always stays at the same level, except in the hot summer months when it can get a little bit lower at times.
The other nice thing about narrowboating, besides the beauty along the canals, is the community.
Can't get around the corner. I appreciate it. Well, we're coming back from the flotilla. That's around 1. Yeah, that's one thing I've heard a lot about. It's not just about being on the canal boat and enjoying the canals, but it's kind of the life and culture and meeting others
We've
along
heard a little
the
bit
way.
of that.
Thanks to him for Ashley for the tip.
And it doesn't seem to matter that we're on a rental boat. If you're on a narrowboat, you're a part of the community.
That's
I
awesome.
love that.
We're now looking for a parking spot.
As it's a pretty unique lifestyle with its own challenges, everyone sort of looks after one another.
I don't mean to toot my own horn. That was pretty good until I bumped it. Trying to make a joke about it.
But for now, it's breakfast time.
Gonna get some breakfast finally. What is it, 10:30 in the morning? Today's breakfast is the Boatyard Cafe. It's an old canal boat, but it's
Okay,
now...
I have to tell you something.
What's that?
I'm not kidding when I tell you this. I think I'm actually meant to be a canal boat person. A
Really?
narrowboat. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious right now.
Why so?
Why not? Everything in this, I mean, look at all the places you can go, all the cool places you can try to food from. You get to be part of the community. I love community. I have to be a
Yes.
community-loving person.
You are a community loving person.
Yeah, I think I need to live on one. I'm dead serious. Like,
Okay.
we're totally serious with you right now.
I'm down. Let's go. I will live in a canal.
Y'all heard it here first. I am meant to be a canal boat, narrowboat person, whatever you want to call it. That's supposed to be me.
I'm checking out this food here.
I'm checking out I'm actually thinking about what I'm naming our boat.
Mm.
Marmite and Debbie's boat.
On land. Breakfast bath, please.
Yes, I'm hungry.
Do I hear bagpipes?
Definitely do. Lucky.
This floating parade is to celebrate the Queen's Jubilee. Yes, this was filmed before her passing. Now there are prizes for Best Decorated Boat and Best Costume, and it looks like the competition is fierce.
I love it.
Hello. You too.
Because we're in a rental boat, we'll fill in at the back of the parade. We did our best to pull together a last-minute Jubilee celebration outfit.
Hey.
What do you think? How do we do?
Feel like I
Nice.
fit in a little bit. All right, our turn.
Nice.
Ready to wave? Okay.
I love seeing the crowds out for any event. I mean, how fun is this?
This
These
is
small
so-
communities in
This is
Wales have come
ridiculous.
out
I want
to
that
see
doggy.
a boat parade. If this doesn't show you exactly how special these boats are to these communities, then I don't know what will.
This has been the best way to be indoctrinated with the canal
Yeah.
life.
This parade has us traveling a few miles together through Pontypool to Pontymoyle.
This is our lowest one yet. That one
it's
barely
really
cleared
ducky.
the boat. Oh, and how fitting is this? The next bridge is called the Crown Bridge. We're slow. There's something on our propeller or our tiller or something. What is happening? We can't even see the boat in front of us anymore. Something's not right. We're going
everyone's
slower
slow.
and slower and falling behind, even though I have the throttle set at full speed. We are falling further and further behind the group. We catch up
Can you
at
get
the
out?
tight points,
How do you get out and fix
and
it?
then they leave us on the long straightaways. We've really got to fix whatever's down below. I hate to do this, but we need to find somewhere to pull over and figure this out. What a pain in our day. Now I have to change out of my suit too? This is not how our first full day is supposed to go. Luckily, they showed us how to check this when we rented the boat. It's amazing how quickly you can go from being in a parade to elbow deep in the canal. Even though the keys are out of the ignition, I still have a fear of reaching down and putting my hands on the propeller.
Smart man.
It's cold water. I've never done this before, so I don't really know what I'm feeling. Oh, whoa, that's not right.
that's not good.
Okay. There's a strap.
That'd be a problem.
More strap. That feels clear. I think it was just the strap. Just by this. Just this.
All it takes?
Yep.
All right, let's see if we can go catch this parade. I know these
Good luck
moments are
catching up.
annoying. I mean, we had to pull out of the parade, and it's easy to feel like this has ruined our afternoon. Yeah, it's going faster. But Nicole and I worked well as a team to figure it out, and honestly, this is probably the story we'll tell back home. Sometimes it's these little struggles that are what make narrowboating an actual adventure and not a boring cruise. Speaking of which, let's see if we can catch up to this flotilla. We're coming up to our very first tunnel, not a bridge. This is like an actual tunnel. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the
that freaked me out,
masonry in
why?
this tunnel. The engineering and history of the canals is just as impressive as the scenery
bet.
itself. This is so cool. And that's saying something because Wales is stunning.
It is absolutely beautiful.
This is amazing. It's like coming out into another world. Now, because we've fallen so far behind, the parade has already turned around and come back towards us.
Oh no!
Very
That
much so.
stinks.
You look at that canal, and it doesn't look like there should be
Room for all that?
two boats
Yeah.
going different directions.
Yeah.
It's a little
Well, nerve-wracking.
upsetting.
Once we finally get it turned around in front of a crowd, there are some very friendly boaters who noticed we're new here, and they wanted to greet us. You see, narrowboats aren't just for holidays. These fellas are called liveaboards because they live aboard.
I want to be a liveaboard.
What do you do if you live on a boat? Do you go
Everything
to
you
work
just did.
somewhere, or do you work?
I work 3 days a week in an hour away from here
So how do you get to work?
in a car.
Okay, so you do have a car. Okay,
Yeah.
No
And
walks.
2 days a week I work on the boat, online.
online.
I'm a saddler, a leather worker, so I just drive to customers, sort their saddles out, have a small workshop.
So how does it work to manage, but for both of you, a car and a house that potentially moves? And then how do you move the,
Well, you
the house
can't.
and the car?
So you drive to somewhere, park the car, then drive the boat, walk back, get into the boat, take the boat up to that area.
So slow,
Not hard at all.
short distances at a time. All right, enough chit chat. Let's see what it's actually like to live on board.
So I could actually have a hair salon boat.
We are really going to have a lot to talk about after this video. We're making plans. She's making her own plans. I'm making plans. I'm like, I can go back to doing photography, doing that full time,
Yeah.
you know?
There we go. Let's see the inside here.
This is a tight squeeze in. This is how I know you're maximizing space indoors. Living on board an airboat has the constraints of space.
This is actually, this bed folds down, so I can't do it at the moment because we've got all the stuff in the engine.
But this is where you sleep.
Yeah, it's a very small bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Compost toilet.
Oh, compost toilet. It may be 57 feet long, but
Not
it's
into the
only
compost
6
toilet,
feet
though.
wide.
She also sews, so all the bunting on our boat today she's made. So
Wow. Which means you're essentially living in one long hallway. Pantry kind of thing?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow, look at that. So you give up some of your everyday luxuries, but of course, you gain the benefits of freedom and living on the water.
And then this is our favourite part.
The front patio.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the benches.
Yeah, this is
That's cool.
a good part.
Nice.
So it's also where we store our wood, and that's where we put the water in and stuff. It's perfect.
Lewis, thanks so much for the tour.
worries.
I get it. I get
jealous.
the appeal. Can I convince you? Chance?
I could be convinced.
Hey!
Anyone can convince.
Now, being inspired by Lewis and Gareth, we're headed into town to stock up our own kitchen.
Really, the nice thing about these boats is they have fully functional kitchens with everything you need. So we're stocking up.
Was that
just
in
like
Welsh?
we would. Fully functional kitchens with
Must be Welsh.
You didn't notice that? I'm like, what was that?
everything you need. So we're stocking up just like we would at home.
I'm in love with this.
Beautiful walk to a grocery store we've ever done.
Yeah, I agree with that.
walks to a lot of grocery stores.
Lister.
Now, after a long day, it's time for a cup of tea.
What kind?
Before we start to head back up the canal.
All right, after an exciting day of the Queen's Jubilee and grocery shopping and visiting people who live on boats, that's the most southern point on this canal. It's a dead end, so we're gonna head back north.
After coming down with a goal of joining the parade, we're headed back with no real schedule or anywhere to be for the first time on this trip. And this must be what it's like to live on board. The choice to go as far as you'd like, to putter along and stop when you want.
Coming through a tunnel again. The only tunnel going back.
What I find most impressive is how sheltered the canals are from the rest of the towns along the route. We can't see any homes, buildings, or streets, which makes it great for boaters, but also locals who can come use the towpath to walk or jog and get away from it all.
I mean, you have to admit, this feels like a Disneyland ride, right? This is amazing. Just keep it off the walls, you're all good. I mean, this might just be one of my most interesting adventures yet. This country is one of the most beautiful countries I've ever seen. But the fact that you travel it by boat just doubles it.
It's a little oasis in town, and now it's time for dinner. Now, here's a pub right on the side of the canal. Let's stop here.
Stop! It's too much. It's just too much.
I'm like, didn't they just stop and buy groceries? Why are they cooking dinner?
Yeah.
Our trip to the United Kingdom has just gotten longer because now we need to spend a month on a boat.
Yeah, so it went from 3 months. Now I'm extending it. I think it's 6 months. I think a 6 month trip. This is why it's going to be forever till we get over there because we need to save up the money.
Right.
Oh, Lord, this is just amazing.
Onwards we go to the next pub for dinner. They weren't serving food anymore.
No!
Worries me about the next one.
Okay, we've checked the map and there doesn't seem to be any more canal side restaurants ahead of us. So we're just going to order online at an Indian restaurant and go into town to pick it up.
There you go.
As we eat on board, the sun sets, and well, we might just spend the night here. So let's just cut to morning. Good morning.
Yeah, that's too cool.
So today is our last day on the boat. We don't have a schedule. We don't have anywhere we have to be except tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. back where we started to return the boat. So we're just gonna cruise and enjoy the day. Get to know the local ducks.
Not a single person out here this morning. This feels like a self-guided Disneyland ride.
I would agree, but better.
Along the route is all sorts of hidden history.
Now the reason this point is so narrow is because it's actually the connector between two canals, the Monmouthshire and the Brecon Canal, and this was the old toll house. So you'd stop in here, pay the toll, and then they'd open the gate and let you onto the other canal.
Living on a boat is a relaxing experience, but there is some general maintenance to be done.
Because Nicole and I have taken showers and done dishes, we're a little low on water. And this is what's called a water point. Let's give this a go. We apparently just fill that until it overflows.
And they really seem like they
I'm gonna stand by the nozzle so I can watch that. Oh, I didn't even realize we used that much water. This kind of really reminds us to think about our water usage in the world. Overflowing. There we go. There we go. Shut her down. Shut her down.
Oh. So I wonder if they have to pay for that water.
I think this is my reminder to you that while it feels like a holiday, there are in fact responsibilities. So for me, this is kind of my ideal vacation. It's relaxing with little bits of adventure and things to do to keep you busy, so you don't get too bored.
Yes.
And while we've stopped for water, why not get another breakfast bap?
So fair.
Perfect.
Okay, just
Good stop. Water for the boat and for us.
Egg on your face.
Off we go.
Even though we're heading back on the same canal we came down, it hasn't lost any of its luster. This is just as enthralling as it was on the way down. And maybe more, since we're not in a rush.
Yeah.
You just see it differently.
with things like this in life, you see life differently. You know, you're
totally different.
Getting rid of your schedules, your day-to-day hectic crap. This is just, to me, like the most perfect vacation. Absolutely.
This bridge is a great example of the few times that we do see signs of modern life while on board, while the cars above us don't actually have any idea that we're down here. Life on board a narrowboat is simple and peaceful. And in Wales, anyways, it's full of sheep. Hey, I'm dressed just like you. This is wool too.
Oh, let's go.
Love your coat. Looks great.
Love your coat.
Traveling with your whole house with you means you can take turns driving while the other one reads or can get some work done or just sit and eat carrots. Oh, look who we found.
Wow.
Look how close you get. Look at this. Hi, guys.
That's
Do you guys
so
know
cool.
which way to the pub? It's the most peaceful, enjoyable holiday vacation I've ever done. I think it's clear that I love this. What does Nicole think?
The bed's a little small.
Well, maybe the next one.
Sometimes we go hours longer than we should reasonably without food. Like, this was not a relaxing 4 days.
No.
Wow.
It was actually pretty stressful. And look, I
Wow.
will say, it is stunning out here, especially when you get into the countryside.
Yeah.
It's been an interesting trip so far. I look forward to getting better at learning how to work on the boat together and time our days a bit better.
It's interesting. She didn't have.
I did
seemed
not
like
know.
She didn't have the same.
She's like a totally different experience.
Yeah.
I don't, what they didn't show. I know he said she's camera shy, so who knows what happened there, but
Yeah.
What have you thought about driving the boat?
I like driving the boat.
I would hate that.
It's fun, right?
You know, I would get annoyed and bored
Now,
after 5
along
minutes.
with the challenge of driving a long boat, the other difficulty is finding dinner. I think we took a wrong turn. That's it. On a rainy day like this is like a warm sanctuary. And they're not serving food tonight. That store is
wow.
closed. Fish and chips bar is closed.
No.
No luck tonight. But it's all about who you're traveling with to, well, just make it fun. I guess
That
it's a
would
good thing we went
stink.
grocery shopping. So tonight is dinner a la groceries. I think we're having a deli-style dinner.
Question is, Michael, are you going to have peanut butter and jam as per usual, or are you going to branch out and have a ham sandwich? Let me just guess. Peanut butter and jam.
Who says peanut butter and
I already
jam,
had one of
though?
those
Yeah.
today. I'll have a ham and cheese.
On our side of the pond. We don't say that.
Dang. Way to throw together a dinner, baby.
Nice.
Thanks, baby. Mwah.
Leftover
Yeah.
tandoori from last night, fresh cut veggies, ham and cheese sandwiches.
Yeah, you
and
don't
so
need to take
we
out.
settle into our
Yeah.
evening routine. You know what's nice about this trip? I think both of us had more time to do our hobbies, do what we love. You get time to read. I get time to wash dishes, which I love.
Well, when you have all those compostable sponges to go through, I guess that really makes an exciting part of your day.
Exactly.
I have a crush on that couple. I do. I officially do. Like, you don't? Come on, they're like so adorable.
They are.
Final day. We have about an hour's cruise to return this. This was my first time in Wales, and I can tell you, it has absolutely blown me away. From the pristine and green countryside to the warm hospitality, I am in love with narrowboat life.
Amen.
So this canal has really set the standard for us. The next 3 canals coming are going to be a little bit busier, have more locks, probably a lot more boats on them, and we're going to keep reflecting back, are they better than this one? So keep that in mind as we do the next ones. You can start voting in the comments down below in the next upcoming videos. Which has me sad that this is the end of our time on the Monmouthshire and Brecon Canal, but excited to discover what's different and unique about the upcoming canals in the next 3 episodes. I am gonna miss this. Even the rain wasn't as bad as it could have been. I want to add a big thanks to drifters.co.uk for helping us plan our whole trip. I highly
right,
recommend
guys.
using them, and I've
That is the end of the first episode. I'm sold.
I am too.
I'm
I
sold.
mean, right now, the life and the hustle and bustle of everything,
Turn it all
that
off,
just
unplug it.
looks
Yeah.
like so relaxing and
Yes.
peaceful. I mean, the driving might be a little tricky.
Yeah, but you would have that with no problem. Debbie.
Yeah.
She's a great driver. I'm just too fast and
And could you imagine how many birds you see in that area?
we wouldn't even think about that.
I mean, all the trees and the bushes, there'd be so many birds.
There's only one thing I would do differently than what they did on the day one.
What's that?
I would stop and go out more and look at a lot more stuff.
Mm.
Like rent a car and go out and look at more of Wales itself.
Yeah.
More of wherever you're at, you know,
Mhm.
whatever country you're in or whatever part of that, and actually see more stuff, you know, not do more sightseeing things as well. As opposed to just being on the boat the entire time.
Right.
You know, I'd
Right.
want to get out and do more stuff because that's what, you know, you and I are used to anyway.
Mhm.
And I would get out and walk around. I was joking. Like, I would have to, you know what I mean? I'd go crazy.
Yeah. You're like, I gotta get off here. We're not going fast enough.
Yeah. I don't, that's one thing I didn't like. I understand why you can't go faster,
Oh, definitely.
but I don't like that part.
Yeah.
I wish you'd go a little bit faster than that. I mean, at least triple, because that's pretty darn slow. But I get it. I get why. That was so awesome. And I'm like yearning for this now.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking of the boat name. I just think we call it the Marmite.
I think we can do better.
Okay, yeah.
Name our boat in the comments below.
Please, in the comments, come up with the perfect name for the Natasha and Debbie show.
Boat.
Boat.
Narrowboat.
Houseboat, canal boat. For when we buy it.
I thought we were renting one.
Oh, I mean rent.
We can buy one. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, what do they cost? Are they cheaper than houses? I'm sure they're cheaper than
I
houses.
don't know.
Anyway, guys, I hope you liked that episode as much as we did. That was so relaxing, so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I know there's so much more to it, but this was our first look into the canal boats in general,
Mhm.
and get that little bit of history at the beginning was really nice to have it. And we can definitely take some further looks in the future at different things. We won't do more episodes of this. You guys can check those out. But let us know if you liked it. Please hit that like button if you did enjoy it. Consider subscribing to the channel. And I mean, I just want to go talk about
sold.
this. Let's go
Me too.
pick out a boat.
Let's go.
All right, guys, we're gonna go talk about boats. But until then, we'll be back on, what day is this? It's Wednesday. We'll be back Friday, and hopefully you'll be too. So thank you so much from the bottoms of our heart of watching and supporting our channel, guys. We appreciate you so much. And of course, please love like jazz.
Be as strong as Tyson.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.